Hello all, welcome to the playlist of High Voltage Engineering. In this session, I'll be discussing about testing of transformer oil. I am mainly focusing on BDV test. BDV is nothing but breakdown voltage. So BDV test I'll be performing. So we can see the basic information about transformer oil. Transformer oil is having dual function. It will act as coolant and insulator. These are the specialty of transformer oil. So transformer oil will be continuously circulating through the radiator tube. You can observe here. This transformer is basically called oil immersed type transformer. In that, through the radiator tube, transformer oil will be circulating. It prevents corona discharge, arc formation, etc. Moreover, it is having the capability to absorb temperature and it will be dissipating the temperature towards outside. So that is why it is called coolant. Now let us see the kit. So by using the kit, you can able to conduct BDV test and this is your spark gap arrangement. So this is also required for conducting the test. 2.5 gap electrode in BDV test that is available here and this is your whole kit. So I have collected the information from electricalforyou.com. That is one of the popular website. You will be getting lot more information. Now let us understand the basics of transformer oil. So transformer oil, it is also known as insulating oil, is a special type of oil which has excellent electrical insulating properties and stable at high temperature. That is a specialty. So it can operate more very high temperature. Okay, even low temperature also possible. Transformer oil is used in oil-filled electrical power transformer to insulate, then stop arcing and corona discharge, and finally to dissipate the heat towards outside. Therefore, we can call it will act as a coolant. It has dual function. It will act as insulator and coolant. So these are the basic information. Now, transformer oil is also used to preserve the transformer's core and winding. Moreover, it prevents the short circuit. These are fully immersed inside the oil. So we can call this is basically applicable for oil immersed type transformer. So another important property of insulating oil is to ability to prevent oxidation. So you can use the cellulose material. It is made up of cellulose material that prevents the oxidation. That is another specialty. The transformer oil acts as a barrier between the atmospheric oxygen and cellulose, avoiding the direct contact and minimizing the oxidation. Basically, we need to say that it prevents the oxidation. So that is another specialty. Next, let me ask one question to you. How do you measure the level of transformer oil? You can use the parameter MOG. So elaboration of MOG is nothing but magnetic oil level gauge. That's a elaboration of MOG. That point also you have to remember. So these are the fundamentals of transformer oil. Now let me ask one question. How do you classify transformer oil? What are the different types of transformer oil which are available? So paraffin based transformer oil, the naphtha based transformer oil, similarly polychlorinated biphenyls, mineral oil and vegetable oils. These are the various types of transformer oil. Here paraffin based transformer oils are most popular. Why? Because it's plenty available. Moreover, it can withstand high temperature also. That is why these paraffin based transformer oils are most popular. Similarly, you can use mineral oil, vegetable oils, etc. Even coconut oil is also can be used. Still, research are proving that we can able to use coconut oil. Still, R&D is going on. What are the different properties of transformer oil? Let us look at electrical properties. It should have high dielectric strength. That is a desirable property. Similarly, it must have high specific resistance and dielectric dissipation factor should be as minimum as possible. It should be less. That means tan delta. You can measure dielectric dissipation factor in terms of tan delta. That should be as minimum as possible. When it comes to chemical properties, water content should be as minimum as possible and it should have moderate amount of pH, moderate amount of pH. Okay, sorry, pH value. pH is nothing but potence hydride, pH. Then Sledge content should be minimum. These are the specialities of chemical properties. If I speak about physical properties, interfacial tension or you can call surface tension, it should have moderate amount of surface tension and viscosity also moderate and let us look at the flash point should be one above 140 degrees celsius. If I talk about the pour point, it should be minus 40 degrees celsius or below that. So these are the physical properties. Okay, these are my references. Now let me move on to demonstration. I would like to conduct the transformer oil test. I'll be concentrating mainly BDV. Let us do the particular test. Now let's familiar the test apparatus and test kit. Our ultimate aim is to conduct BDV test on transformer oil. So this is your kit. Okay, you can familiar the particular kit. So we have dimmer stat, then this is the switch to turn on and turn off the kit. These are the indicators, and this is the fuse, and this is the indicator, and this is the ST option, high tension ST. ST stands for high tension. It converts LV to HV, and these are the indicators, ST on or ST off. So we have the indicator facility. This is your dimmer stat. You can vary the voltage from 0 to desired value. Similarly, this is your meter. So you can vary up to 60 kV. You can measure the voltage up to 60 kV. That's a specialty. And this is your memory push button. You can able to get the reading by pressing memory push button. These are the indicators that will help you. Now let us see the position of transformer oil. You can open the particular kit. So inside the beaker, we can observe electrode gap arrangement. Moreover, you are going to fill transformer oil inside the beaker. You can clearly observe we are pouring that pure amount of transformer oil inside the beaker. Make sure that no bubbles or no other abnormality should be found inside the transformer oil. It should be pure. Our job is to test this particular transformer oil. You can have a brief observation inside. You have to observe very carefully. So transformer oil has been kept inside the beaker. In between, electrode gap arrangement is available. So the gap is approximately 2.5 mm. No need to set the particular gap. It's already there. It's already maintained the gap of 2.5 mm. So you can just check it up. After verification, you can close the particular kit. Don't forget to lock. So I have locked. Then I'll be turning on the main supply. First and foremost thing, you have to press the main switch. Better you can pull down so that you will be getting the indicator. Main is on. So indicator is available. Now I need to convert LV to HV so that you can press the ST option. Inside there will be a transformer. ST transformer is available. HV transformer. You can call either HT or HV. Now with the help of this dimmer stat, I'll be varying the voltage. Slowly I'll be varying the voltage. At the same time, I'll be looking at this particular area. Is there any spark gap, or is there any spark, or is there any abnormality? If anything is happening over there, I'll be keep on observing. See, whenever I'm changing, you can see some kind of spark. Okay, that means if any spark is occurred over there, the property, dielectric property of transformer oil is getting spoiled or getting damaged. That means the dielectric property of transformer is getting disappeared. That we can say in that manner. Now let us start the particular test systematically. Now we can do the procedure clearly. First and foremost thing, main should be on. So you can have the indicator, you can have an observation here. Afterwards, ST should be on, ST. Okay. So whenever ST is on, that means you can have the indicator, you can have an observation here. So afterwards, slowly vary the dimmer stat. Very slowly you can vary the dimmer stat. At the same time, you should have a very good observation over there. See, whenever spark or any other observation is made, that means dielectric breakdown has been taken place. So you can measure the voltage by pressing the memory. So it will be approximately 36 kV. So breakdown strength of that particular transformer oil is 36 kV. You can measure, you can note down in the table. Okay, so this is the procedure. Very simple. First of all, you have to turn on main supply. Thereafter, HT should be on. Afterwards, by using this dimmer stat, you can slowly vary the voltage. At a particular voltage, the breakdown will be happened in the transformer oil. It is a liquid dielectric material. Moreover, breakdown is temporary. I mean, after certain time, it will regain its original property. It's regain its dielectric property after 15 or 10, 20 minutes. Similarly, you have to go for another 5 to 6 readings and you can have an average finally. So that is a procedure. Let us continue. So very simple procedure. You have to do it systematically. So we have the memory push button facility so that you can able to recover or recall what are the when is the dielectric breakdown happened. Once you have taken the reading, at least 15 to 20 minutes you need to wait. Okay, thereafter you can go for other reading. Okay, these are the procedure, very simple procedure. Afterwards, once the reading is taken, once you have taken the reading, you can convert the dimmer stat to 0 position. Then the switch has to be turned off. You can check the particular position of the transformer oil. Is there any bubble or any other abnormalities are found? You can check. I think you must have studied about bubbles theory. Okay, in that bubbles theory, I have explained how does dielectric breakdown occur in case of liquid dielectric material. You can refer my previous video. In the playlist of high voltage engineering, you can observe. I have explained very clearly regarding bubbles theory. Okay, that is one reason for occurring dielectric breakdown in liquid dielectric material. Since transformer oil is a liquid dielectric material, we have to take care about the bubble theory. So make sure that no bubbles or no abnormality observed in the transformer oil. If any bubbles or any other abnormality observed, you have to remove that. Try to remove that. Okay. Once you found everything is normal, you can close the beaker. Okay. You can close the beaker. Then you need to lock. Now it is perfect. No bubbles, nothing is available. So I have removed all the bubbles, whatever it is happened. At least you have to wait 15 to 20 minutes. That is more than sufficient. Afterwards, you have to close the particular beaker and just cover. Do the covering. Main should be on, then ST should be on. Then by using the dimmer stat, you can vary. Then you can have an observation here. Please look at here. That means spark is taken place. That means the dielectric property has been damaged. Transformer oil lost the dielectric property. Now I have got the breakdown voltage, breakdown strength, that is equal to 40 kV. 40 kV is the breakdown strength. Now you have to convert the dimmer stat to 0 position. Then switch has to be turned off. So this is a simple procedure. Similarly, what you have to do is at least 5 to 6 reading has to be taken. So every reading you have to maintain at least a gap of 15 to 20 minutes, such a way that bubbles or any other abnormality that should be vanished. So it is a liquid dielectric material. It takes some time to recover or regains its original property. Okay, so dielectric property has to be regained. So till that time you have to wait. Okay, these are the simple procedure. So once the experiments are over, you have to convert the dimmer stat to 0 position. Make sure that it should be at a 0 position. Thereafter you can turn off the entire supply. So this is regarding the breakdown voltage testing of transformer oil. So afterwards, at least 5 to 6 reading you will be taking. Thereafter you can have an average. So that will be the breakdown voltage corresponding to transformer oil, corresponding to given transformer oil. So this is a simple procedure how to do the breakdown test for transformer oil. I hope you understood the session. So we have completed the demonstration successfully. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video.